My name is Brent Thompson. I had been living with motor neurone disease, otherwise known as ALS, since 2013. It affects every part of my body. I can't walk, talk, lift a finger, support my head or even breathe without the support of a machine. I communicate using this computer, which tracks my eye movements. I can use it to do most things that people do with computers, such as browsing the internet, writing emails and documents, reading e-books, etc., as well as using it to speak. At the time of diagnosis, I was running a business manufacturing airplane propellers, and flying was my main hobby. My wife and I had just had our first child, and we were in the final stages of designing our new family home. The diagnosis was life-shattering, and many of our dreams were shattered along with it, including the plans for our new home. I had to sell my business, and give up flying within a year, and for the next few years, virtually every month involved some loss of ability and freedom. But recently, I had been able to regain a little ability, and revive one of my hobbies, due to the fantastic invention of a friend of mine. Introducing Aerotoe, the invention of Terry Johnson. It uses an array of sensors attached to various parts of my body which can still manage just a little movement, and it translates those tiny movements into joystick movements, enabling me to operate a flight simulator, and more recently, to fly a radio-controlled aircraft.
Up elevator, down elevator, right aileron and rudder, left aileron and rudder, throttle up and throttle down.
And here we go. I'm flying up its special on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have aileron and rudder coupled on the same input at the moment. So no, my turns are not balanced. It's not ideal, but I haven't figured out a way to do them independently that works well yet. I won't be winning any prizes for precision, but I'm having fun. The fun thing about the simulator is that you can do silly stuff that you can't get away with in real life, like hooning through the gorge at low level, and flying under the bridges. Landing, as always, is the tricky bit. Tail draggers generally want to go any direction except straight ahead, and keeping it straight with hip movements is a challenge. But challenges are good. The simulator is fun, but having been a keen air modeler in my youth, the idea of being able to resume model flying was even more exciting. Terry took up the challenge, and soon came back with this.
The Aerotoe system with the tilt sensors being able to drive through a radio control set.
My first attempt resulted in the destruction of this plane, so we installed the gear on a floaty glider. I fly using FPV, because I can't turn my head to follow the model in the sky. After getting comfortable with that, I moved on to this flying wing.
And I'm going to pass you control in 3, 2, 1. You have control. You want the 3, 2, 1 launch. 3, 2, 1, launching.
It's incredibly satisfying to be able to fly something again, after being grounded for so many years, and I have a huge debt of gratitude to Terry Johnson for creating Aerotto, and making this possible. The flying wing is much more responsive than the glider, and trickier to fly, but it's great fun, and quite aerobatic. A big thanks to Terry Johnson, for creating Aerotto, Barry Twigley, for being my right-hand man, assembler of models, and my ground crew, and my fantastic carers, Rajan Kumar, Abrinda Kaur, and Amrit Kaur, for your camera work and general support. Now, if we could just figure out a way to make it drive the wheelchair.